Hi, welcome to My Teacher Loves Coffee. We have been reading the Gogh Cafe. We had some guest readers for the previous chapters. I hope you've enjoyed that. We're on the very last chapter. I absolutely adore how this book ends. It's the chapter called The Writer, if you have your copy of the book, and that's page 50. I'm going to read it. It's very short. I'm going to read that to you. The Writer. He has been trying to be a writer for 4 years. It isn't that he isn't any good at writing. Most people say he's quite good. But publishers just don't seem to like his work. They want him to make his stories simpler so people don't have to think too much while they're reading. And they would like him to add more excitement, perhaps make someone jump off a bridge. They tell the writer he doesn't have enough beautiful women and enough beautiful men. They ask him if he's ever thought about writing a diet book. Diet books sell very well, they say. All of this has, of course, made the writer quite poor. And if ever anyone didn't need to think about dieting, it is he. He has been living on brown rice and lettuce for a long time. What is he doing in Flowers, Kansas in early spring? The writer is on his way to the Pacific to see the gray whales. He gave up writing and instead delivered telephone directories until he had enough money to drive to Oregon. So here he is in the Gogh Cafe. He sits peacefully at a table and watches everything around him. The young man who owns the cafe, Mark, interests him. Mark has his long hair in a ponytail, and today is wearing a t-shirt that reads, "Yes." Just that, Y-E-S, yes. Mark seems happy in this cafe. Now and then he pats something affectionately. The phonograph, the hen, the pie carousel, his daughter. The daughter fascinates the writer. She is so still, wide, watchful eyes. She reminds him of the moon or an owl. Her brown hair is braided down her back, and she wears a sunflower jumper and basketball shoes. She has noticed the writer, and from time to time she glances at him, curious. He loves her curiosity. The writer sits a long time watching people come and go. He watches their faces change when they enter the Gogh Cafe. The tiredness lifts, the worry relax, the hurry slow down. They come in and they are kind and modest and funny. The writer understands now the song playing on the old phonograph. And remember, that song is "You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To." I also have that on this playlist, so go ahead and listen to that. It's a great song from 1958, I believe. And as he sits, the magic in those walls begins its work on him. There in the Gogh Cafe, he is reminded of what he is and of what he finds beautiful. His heart swells with the revelation that he is a real writer and not meant to deliver telephone directories or produce diet books. He remembers that the artist for whom this cafe is named sold only one painting in his entire life. And the writer knows that he has a book inside him, but he isn't sure what to call it. When he finally decides to get back on the road to Oregon, he walks up to the register to pay his bill. The hen smiles at him. Mark tells him, "Have a good trip." And as he leaves, the writer looks over at Clara, who is quietly reading. He can't see the title of her book because the neon sign in the cafe window is reflecting across the jacket, making a new title. It is calling the book The Gogh Cafe. And that is all the writer needed to know. And if you look at that picture on the front cover, that's pretty much what he's describing. I want to give a shout out to my mystery guest readers, to Dory Martinuzzi, to Aaron Amos and Melissa Lipscomb, who are our prep time teachers, to my student Lauren, who took a chapter, did an awesome job, and to Diane Keller, who is a retired parapro in our class. So thank you guys. That made this such a great project to record. So I appreciate it. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the Van Gogh Cafe.